Hey guys, welcome back to the Mad Girls Club. Your besties here, Millie and Sam, and we're just here to answer some more dilemmas that you guys send us. Before we get started on that, how was your weekend?
Good.
Yes. We're wearing sweats, by the way, because it's cold as shit outside, but it's hot as fuck in here.
And it's a comfortable day.
Yeah, and it's a comfortable day. We were just like, whatever, just put whatever on. But yeah, no, it's cold as hell over here in Dallas. Well, it at least is this morning. This is my first day back from places I've been going to.
You've been all around the world this past week.
Yeah, well, 2 weeks, because I was at my cousin's wedding in Orlando, and then I came back for a few days, and then the weekend I left again to San Antonio for my sister's birthday. And so this is like finally me being back, but in 2 weeks I'll be leaving again. So
oh my gosh.
I know usually I like take a lot of vacations during the year, but like spread out, but I don't know what has been happening this year, where I decided like I'm just gonna smush all the vacations I didn't take throughout the year at the end of the year. And then my graduation is around the corner too.
Yep,
so like
around the corner.
Yes.
Can you believe it?
And it was supposed to be a small party, you know, because I'm inviting not that many people. But my expenses for that party is no joke. Like, I've just been, you know, thankful for my husband who's paying for all of it. And my dad and, well, my stepmom. Got to give my stepmom a shout out for helping me pay for some of this. And my mom, too. So, yeah.
It's so exciting. You have a lot to look forward to. It's coming to an end. Finally, you've been in school forever.
I know. And I've been like debating, like, should I get a master's or should I not?
OMG.
I know. I've just been in like school, like all my life, really. So I don't even know like what is not going to school. Like I'm so used to being in school. Like. Yeah. And then I haven't even told, I don't know if I told you, but I have like this weird feeling now that like school's about to end. I feel like when I get a job, I'm not going to know what to do. Like I'm so scared of getting a job, and then they just like throw me in with the lions, and then I just like don't know what to do.
But you're doing, I mean, you have your marketing stuff going. You're doing,
yeah, but
if y'all didn't know, she does take clients for marketing. She doesn't say, I don't know why, but she's really good at all of that stuff. She's
because
very
the bitch
creative.
is busy right now.
Yeah, she's really busy. I know sometimes I have to ask you, like, how do you stay focused? Like, how do you keep yourself on track? How do you get in the mode of, like, studying? And, like, it's a lot of work. Being in school is no joke. So, it's a big commitment.
You just started going to school.
Yeah.
And you're taking, like, medical classes.
Yes.
How is, like, I
it's
heard that
stressful.
shit's hard.
It's stressful. I mean, like, I like the stuff that we're learning about. It's interesting to me, but you're, like, literally, okay, like, this past week, I had a quiz about bones. You have to know every goddamn bone.
And aren't the words
every
like
suture,
weird, like hard?
Every little crevice and yes,
like
it's hard.
Like some like random ass like letters that don't even look like they belong together next to each other.
I barely remember what I ate yesterday, like what I did yesterday. It's hard trying to remember 100-something bones, and then like you get on the test and everything's like instead of multiple choice, it's like fill in the blank. So then and I'm like over here worried, like, oh my God, did I spell this right? Like, and I know I spelled some stuff wrong a couple times, and she just ends up going back and like, you got the point. I know the answer.
Oh,
so,
okay.
But
well, I mean, that's
stressful.
A good thing that she's okay with it. Like, cause my cousin, she's also in nursing school, and she has to spell the word like exactly the way it is because if you don't, like, it's wrong.
And every
like,
professor's different. Like. Every class is different. Like they're usually like pretty strict. You know, you got to meet your deadlines. One attempt is one attempt. Don't care if your Wi-Fi went down.
Damn.
Don't care, like, because all my stuff is online. So, I mean, like, you just got to make sure, like, when you click, and then you have to be, like, in that browser, you know, you can't click out of the browser. And
what is it called? Like a lockdown browser?
Lockdown browser.
Yeah.
You better not click on nothing else. They gonna shut it down.
Oh, my God.
So I don't even chance it. Yeah.
I use lockdown browser, too, for some of my quizzes. Hack. I just be like getting another computer on the side. No, but the ones that you really can't do that with are the camera ones. Like
oh
the
my
quizzes
God, I
with the
pray.
camera. when they're looking at you.
I pray I don't have to do one of those, but you know what? I might have to. I don't know. Next semester, I think I need a teacher like right in front of me. Is that what you have? Like, you go to lectures?
I can't do online. I cannot like focus online. Like,
have you taken online before?
I have when COVID happened, or I guess we're still kind of going through it. But like when COVID was at its peak, you know, like all classes were online. But luckily, all my classes now are electives, so they're not. It's easier or anything. Yeah, they're easier, so I'm okay with doing them online. But like this class that I'm doing right now, which is a coding course, nah, that shit gotta be in person. Cause even in person, I don't even know what the fuck is going on half the time. You know,
man, I have this like really important test coming up. Like the class is just a test. Like you meet 3 times and you just have to make a 90 on this test. And then I have a fast paced class, anatomy. That's the one where I have to know like all the bones, all the like right now we're talking about bones, but other than that, like we were just talking about different body systems and all that. And then my other class is pharmacology. So it's
what's pharmacology? Pharmacy?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like drugs, knowing what they do, when to use them, who can have them, who can't have them.
Okay, so like random question, but like people who go nursing, like you know how like when you decide you want to be a nurse, you like either want to work with seniors or you want to work with babies or you want to like there's certain niches, right? So how does that work like when you're in like going into like nursing and stuff? Like do you all just learn one thing, one broad thing? And then you just like apply to what you want to do, or do you learn specifically what you're going to apply to do?
I mean, you can choose where you want to go, but I'm not sure how it works whenever I actually start doing like rotations and stuff. Okay. I guess that's how you figure it out. Like you go through your rotations and figure out which department. But if you want to work in specific things, like if you want to work with babies or you want to work, you know, in specific departments, like you can do that. I think I would like to work with babies.
Have you decided like what you want to do or not?
So in high school, I don't know why I haven't, honestly, I should have been a nurse a long time ago.
I low-key seeing you being like an injector nurse.
I'm thinking about like it because it's not field, hard.
You know?
Once you actually get your nursing degree, then you can just go take the course.
Girl, so as you know, I mean, all the fuck Botox lip filler over here.
For real.
Chin reduction over here.
I need all that. But like, I don't know why. I really should have did this a long time ago because in high school, I had took this class. I forgot what it was called, but we would leave. Like, we'd go into the health. It was like health science. So you'd go and we'd go to the hospital.
Yeah.
There was a hospital, like, locally. And then every week was a different department. So you could kind of get the feel of what you wanted to do.
This is in high school?
Yeah, in high school. So, like, I actually saw, like, live births. I saw, like, C-sections.
For real?
I was, like, on the floor, like, the respiratory
in high
department.
School?
Yeah, like, you're literally just, like, shadowing them. The nurses and the doctors and, like, different, you get to basically, like, witness different careers and see what you want to do, like, administrative stuff.
And there's that nurses. I saw, like, a C-section and birth.
Yeah. I mean, the patient has to be okay with it.
Yeah, but still.
But you're like, there on that floor for, like, an hour or whatever. And, you know, we'd get on the bus. They take us to the hospital. And then after that, we'd get, you know, back on the bus, come back to school. But we were.
And only people who are interested in doing, like, medical stuff? Or is this, like, the whole class?
You know how, like, they have, like, wood shop and, like, different classes, like, stuff that you might want to do career-wise? That's how that was.
We called them clusters.
Oh, okay.
What did y'all?
I don't know what they call them.
No. So, like, at your high school, was it, like, if you wanted to be, like, a hairstylist, like, you would take...
Yeah, they had cosmetology classes, and they would take them to another school. And then, you know...
I get it.
Then there was even classes where you could... It was, like, early college. So you would graduate high school with an associate's degree or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
That's fun. That's interesting.
If I could go back, I'd make some different decisions.
But I mean, at least you're doing it now. It's better late than never. Yeah. And it's not really truly that even late. Like,
it's crazy how this kind of fell into place for me because when I thought about going back to school, I talked to like the advisors and stuff, and they were telling me like, well, you still have credits that you can use from school.
Yeah. So
I was like, man, like I'm already kind of got a head start, so why not? And then I just jumped right into it. And literally, like, I just made the decision, like, one day to the next, like, I'm gonna go to school. Like, what am I waiting on?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's in place, you know.
5 years is going to pass by. You're going to be like, damn, I should have started school. I could have been done by now.
It is a 2-year program, and it is a competitive
2 years
program.
is not that even that long.
It's not. The time is going to pass regardless. So
if you're thinking about, you know, doing something, go ahead and do it. You know, time's gonna pass regardless. We were talking about this last time.
Yeah,
too.
we're not getting time back. So definitely one of those things I would say, if you it's on your mind, and you know, you need to make it work in your life. Like, I mean, I'm working, I'm going to school.
Yes, you are working.
Still a mom, still trying to make, you know, balance in this crazy life. But
I promise you can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. What were we just talking about? Manifesting and like just being more positive. Like, we've got to think more positive.
I've talked about manifesting. I've been teaching Noah about manifesting, and it's so funny teaching a little kid like what manifest means, right? And so I'd be telling him, like, he'd be manifesting like dumb shit. Like,
I can only imagine.
I manifest like a bowl of chocolates, you know, type of thing. And then it's so funny because like he'll manifest something like, oh, I want to manifest winning this Monopoly game, right?
Yeah.
And then like he wins and he's like, yeah, I manifested that.
Oh my God.
And so like right now he loves manifesting things because like it's ironically has been happening. And in my head, I'm like, that's not really how it works. Right? But I mean, everything that he's been manifesting has been happening, but it hasn't been like,
he's like, I'm good at this.
Yeah, he's like, want to win my Roblox game, whatever, manifest this. Oh yeah, I got it, you know.
Oh my God. Layla's like, my daughter, she's like at a point too right now too, like she's not into sports. She's really into art, and she's likes video games now. Like, but I try to be really careful because, like, you know what they say about Roblox and all that. Like, I feel like she's such a social person. She's gonna engage in whatever conversation somebody brings to her. So I'm like, I don't know if you could be on that. They got a chat room, no ma'am. I don't know about that. There's just some weirdos out there. You gotta be careful with your kids. Like, I took all that stuff off her phone. There's no YouTube. No really? TikTok. But when she goes to her grandma's house, I'm like, do those rules just go out the window?
Like,
or
on Noah's iPad, I have it restricted where like you can only watch like rated G, and like they can't
YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's like YouTube and then there's YouTube Kids.
Who rates it though?
I guess the person who uploads it.
Like, I've seen YouTube Kids, but they still have other stuff on there.
Well, because like when you upload a video on YouTube, it'll ask the uploader, like, is this for kids? And all of these uploads that I do for My Girls Club, I put in it's not for kids because, you know, we say shit.
Right.
We curse, you know, so I never put like this is for kids. But there is an option for you to put it that it's meant for kids.
Yeah.
So these people who are uploading shit that's not supposed to be for kids are putting for kids. That's the thing.
I need to bring you her cell phone so you can you're like all tech
I'm like
savvy
all
and
up
stuff.
in this.
I have like all parental controls and things like that on there. Like, but
that's what I do. Like, I look at what he's looking at. I can see what he search. I can see like.
I need you to do all that. I can see certain stuff, but like down to those details, no. Like, it'll tell me like how long she was on something. Like, if I'm like, girl, because we used to tell her like, just at 9 o'clock, put your phone down, and then after 9 o'clock, I'd go on there and look at her screen time. Like, so you was watching Netflix till 10. No wonder you didn't get up on time. But honestly, she's so good. Like, I'm so proud of her. She got her first report card. All her grades. She's A and B. Like, if we can get these stupid little kids to stop messing with her at school, girl, then I'll be okay. But like,
we were just
that's my problem
that.
right now. And I'm the parent. I'm gonna go to the school.
Yeah, like I think
don't play.
No lie, I feel like a lot of teachers or people who are like in the school, work for the school district, I feel like they think like because we're young parents that we don't take our kids serious, you know, but if in all honesty, I believe that the older parents don't really care about, like, for example, me, right? When I was younger, my mom wasn't really like about my education, not because I think she didn't want to, because she didn't really understand, you know?
Right.
But I even have like other friends who their mom never really cared about their school, never asked for their grades, never followed up, like, have you done your report card, you know? And for me, I'm not like that at all. I'm like, have you done your homework? Read. Have you done your piano? Like, you need to do this. You need to do that. You don't get your iPad until you've done all of the things that you need to do, you know, like things like that. Oh, you didn't do, why is this grade a B? You know, I email the teacher, like, is there something wrong?
Our hands are literally like
exactly
in everything. Yeah.
And if, you know, Noah's having like issues with the student and I don't know about it, oh, it's over. It's game over. CC, you, everybody. Like, no, like, I don't play that. Like,
well, and it's different now too. Like the notification, like I get notifications for everything for Layla every single day. If a grade is below a certain amount, if something wasn't turned in, if something's missing, like if she's late, like they tell me everything. Like, but y'all don't tell me when shit goes down at the school.
Like the bullying and stuff.
Yeah, like there's incidents in the school. I need to know about it. Like,
girl, I wish I could. I'm gonna show after this. I'm gonna show you what the fuck I emailed the teacher about the incident that happened at school, and I called them out. I was like, apparently your teachers, you know, don't really care. You know? Like. Girl, I went off, but
and anyways. I feel like, and my thing is like, I feel bad for teachers sometimes because it's like the administration. Like, so when I'm going up there, I'm talking to the principal. Like, why is this like this? Like, why? But
I appreciate principals that are hands on though.
Our kids are there way more time than they spend with us. My kids' safety is the number one thing. We got all these shootings. We got to like, y'all can't be letting shit slide. These kids in here that are bad, like, and she goes to school that you have to be like accepted to go. So why is this shit acceptable? That's my thing. Like,
yeah, and you know, schools are like anti-bully, like we don't condone this and that, but yet again, like it happens time and time again, and the person that's getting in trouble is the one that's not bullying.
Yeah, that part too. Like, y'all, I don't get it. I don't know.
And they don't hold the parents accountable for anything.
I'm like, I need a parent conference with the other person's parents. No, they don't never want to do that.
Whenever that happened, we have a group chat with all the parents, right? And I'm over here like looking for who the parent is, and they weren't in there. So that already told me like, okay, this kid's acting out because obviously the parents,
they're not paying attention to
them. They don't really care. Yeah, like I'm in the group chat. There's like two. There's an app, and then there's a group chat on Group Me. The Group Me, she wasn't in there. So then I was like, okay, let me look at the app, the school
You
app.
were reinvestigating.
Yeah, because I was not about to play that game. Like,
you
what the fuck?
Send her a DM like,
watch your kid, because I'm beat you. No, I'm gonna come for you, not your kid.
Oh my God. And then it's like trying to tell your kid like, you do this, like handle the situation this way. It's like, but they do something different. I'm just like, Layla, you're me too nice sometimes. Like, knock the shit out of them. I don't care. You ain't going to get in trouble with me.
Yeah, no, it's the same way. He's so nice. And
she wants to be everybody's friend. She's just like, she's like the teacher's helper. Like, she wants to be everything. So I'm like, why are these kids messing with her at school?
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I honestly think it's like the parents and how they raise them. Like, I don't have any friends that, not you, not nobody, that like has a kid where they're badass kids, you know, like all my friends have really good kids.
If my kid was the bully though, I'm on her ass. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of stuff. Bully. Yeah, that's what we're not going to do. So I don't know how, like, I don't know if they just don't pay attention to their kids or what it is, but just leave my child alone. I don't like going. Yeah. If I got to take off work to come up here, we're going to have a problem. And this is back to back to back. I'm just like, Layla, stay out the way, please.
Yeah, that's what I be telling Noah too. At recess, I don't want you close to that boy. Don't even go near him. Like if there's a line and y'all are in class, don't go behind him. And then it's don't go in front of him.
Like Layla has problems with boys.
Noah too, boys. And Noah's so much bigger. You know, he's in a 3rd grade, but he looks like he should be in 5th grade. You know, and I'm like, boy, you big as hell. Like, you know, like don't be scared.
Man,
over here getting bullied by a little, you know, kid, and I'm like, boy.
Sit on him.
With you. No, we would never. But no, yeah. So, anyways, what were we even talking about? We like went off real quick, but this
went into mom mode.
I know, right? But yeah, we'll go ahead and answer some dilemmas and get that started. Hey guys, your bestie Millie here. Trying to make a podcast is so hard, and I need your help to make the Mad Girls Club podcast enjoyable and exciting to listen to for listeners just like you. By helping us take this quick 2.5-minute survey, you can get a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card as a thank you for taking the survey at the end of season 2. You can take the survey at www.themadgirlsclub.com or at www.bit.ly/TheMadGC survey. The links will also be in the description section of this episode that will take you straight to it as well.
Okay, y'all not ready for these dilemmas today. We got some really juicy ones to go over.
Go ahead and read them.
Okay, so everybody keep up now. I had an ex over a decade ago. I don't talk to him. I don't care for him. He's in the past. Fast forward to today, his stepsister and I have always been best friends, but we stopped talking for a few years because she had a lot going on with her previous boyfriend. Okay. Now she's back in my life and she's now a lesbian. The thing is, I secretly am too.
Secretly.
And I want to tell her that I like her and want to give us a try. I just don't know how she will go about it. I don't want this to be awkward and ruin our friendship. I also don't know how she would feel about it considering I dated her brother for 5 years, but they don't talk, so that's why I think it might not matter, but who knows? She hasn't given me any hints that she likes me, and I haven't either, since I'm scared she will be like, what the fuck? Do you think I should go for it and risk the friendship or not and just stay in my lane? I also have a boyfriend, but that's because I haven't came out yet. So I never had a girlfriend, but I don't mind breaking up with my boyfriend to try things with her. What should I do?
She said, what did she say? The last part?
I never had a girlfriend before, but I don't mind breaking up with my boyfriend to try things with her.
First of all, break up with the boyfriend.
Yeah, that's the first thing. Break up with the boyfriend, definitely, because that's not what you want. That's not serving you no purpose. It's wasting his time. It's wasting everyone's time. So just go ahead and break
up with him first, and then come out, sis, because if you like women, then you like women.
If you're pretty sure about that, you need to just go ahead and be in your lane like that.
Yeah. And I mean, I know it can be hard sometimes to come out because I've heard a lot of stories of, families not approving of, me being a lesbian or bisexual or gay or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, it's your life. It's not your parents' life. Your parents one day, as hurtful and, but this is realistic, they're going to die one day. And then what's going to happen? You're still going to live. You're
gonna wait till they die to start living your life.
Yeah, or maybe you won't. I don't know. But why not go ahead and live your truth? We're in the 21st century now.
Or what's stopping you? I feel like you should definitely find your support group and your group of people.
We just celebrated Pride Month or Pride Week. So there's people out here that are willing to open their arms for you, If you want to personally message us and talk about it deeper, then we can do that, to help you out and things like that. But ultimately, you do want to live in your truth. You should break up that relationship and, first come out before trying to attempt to
jump into another relationship.
Jump into this relationship with this girl.
Now, as far as the girl goes, and that being your ex's sister,
messy.
That is messy. And if this is something maybe that you take really seriously, you really like her, and maybe I think you should first figure out yourself and maybe figure out if you're really serious about her or not. If this is just kind of a thing that you're just testing the waters, and y'all are sharing this journey right now together. She's coming out and you feel you have somebody you can relate to in this situation.
Comfortability.
Yeah.
Too.
Just being comfortable with her. And, I don't know, maybe you should date around before you try. If she's somebody that you really like and you're willing to leave your boyfriend over her, maybe you need to actually get serious first about yourself and what you want before you try to jump into something else.
Exactly.
So definitely, I would first, just be real with yourself, come out and do it on your terms, and, break up with this guy that you really don't care for. But as far as crossing those boundaries with this girl who's your really close friend, I would wait to do that, because you just got back friends with her, and it's not worth risking the friendship if that's a friendship that you really value. I feel like you should really be sure about yourself, because you're going to come to somebody and be serious. Like, you want to, you know, like, if you're going to date somebody, you want to come to them like, this is what I want. And I'm not here to fuck around. Like, I'm not going to waste your time.
Too. Like, us being older, you know, like hitting our 30s, like, we're dating to marry. We're not dating just to date.
With
like,
purpose.
You know, like, I was dating for funsies, like, in high school and things like that. You know, like, now.
Like, maybe you need to get that out of your system first before you try to be serious with somebody else, because that may not even be what you want right now. Maybe you need to actually get your feet wet and actually get in the dating pool and like try to figure out what it is that you know, the type of women that you might be interested in, or just even what you're looking for. Like, and I don't know what you have going on in your life or what your life is like, but if she's somebody you really like, don't rush that, because you need to really respect her boundaries too. Even though she's not talking to her stepbrother, that's still her family at the end of the day, and that might be an issue for her, even though it's not an issue for you.
Yeah.
So don't rush it. Figure yourself out first. You know, she could be your support system, and maybe eventually that might lead somewhere. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. You can't make somebody have mutual feelings for you. Let it just flow. Okay, I have someone so near and dear to my heart who's going through some things, and I can't seem to get through to her. So I'm hoping by writing to you that you guys could talk more about this topic. So my best friend was with a guy for nearly 6 years, but they broke up after he cheated on her. Not long after, she got with a new guy who I thought was treating her like a queen, considering he lets her live with him. He's bought her a ridiculous amount of things and very expensive. So outside looking in, I was happy she finally got with a man who treated her well, but she's recently vented to me that he has physically hurt her. But I don't know why she's still in that relationship. I've told her to leave that piece of shit and nothing. I love her too much to see her get involved with a piece of shit guy like him. I don't know what to do or say to her anymore. Maybe you can give me advice on how to go about this with her, but I don't want to see her get hurt. And a part of me thinks she's only staying for the materialistic things.
That's such a hard and sensitive topic, you know, to talk about. Are you crying?
No. My lash is poking me.
Oh, but, go ahead.
I think the best way to get through to her is to help her see her worth, and maybe not focus so much on, you know, you're venting to her and telling her, like, you know, he's a piece of shit. You need to leave him. You need to leave him. Well, maybe deep down she knows that she should probably leave him, but she's also not in a very good place. And I think the best thing you could do is help her help build her self-esteem up and build her confidence up, and the things that, you know, she is capable and worthy of having. And, you know, eventually she will see that herself. And also maybe consider letting her know resources about like getting therapy. Like, maybe she should go to therapy. And
like, I'm not sure why people think therapy is like, makes you think that, you know, oh, you go through a therapist, oh, you got problems, you're crazy, whatever. Like, it's not like that at all. I promise you it's not. I go to therapy. I used to go to therapy. You know, like, I think therapy is like, should be mandatory, honestly. Like,
therapy is like a safe, like a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard for like people that are going through abuse to reach out to family or friends, because, you know, once they tell you things and like, you know, you form your opinions, or sometimes like it doesn't go like sometimes some people just want to vent. Sometimes people want advice, and sometimes they're really, you know, you can say that you can actually end up cutting off your relationship by judging them and like criticizing them in their situation. Like you said, you know, I don't know how she's still with him, and psychologically she's probably fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why she probably should go to therapy, because when you're in an abusive relationship, like, it messes up your brain. Like, it messes up the way that you feel about yourself, and the way you isolate yourself. You no longer like, you probably haven't seen your friend in a while. You probably just talked to her on the phone, and every time you talk to her, it's probably something bad. You know, I don't think it's probably just all these materialistic things, but maybe you can help build her up and say, like, you know, you can be an independent woman. You can have all these things that he gives you and more on your own. You know, you are worthy of being treated, you know, this way and in a better way. And also, you know, just helping like rewire her brain that maybe she starts when she's ready, she will leave that relationship. Yeah. She has to realize that she's had enough.
And don't pressure her either. Like, cause things like this take years, decades.
It definitely takes time.
It's not going to take a week. It's not going to take the moment you tell her to leave him that she's going to leave him. Like, it's not that easy. Like, it's hard to get out of a long-term relationship, you know, and it's even harder to get out of a relationship that not only is it long-term, but it's also abusive, right? You know, because it's just their mentality is a little different, you know, like they see things differently. And, you know,
it's traumatizing.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it's something that they're going to have to work through and heal from. And probably, like, you know, when they're out of that relationship, they might, you know, sometimes it's easier for other people than others. You know, some people just wake up and say, no, hell no, I'm not dealing with this shit. And some people, like, it starts by you let, you know, little they apologize and little by little, like you're getting apologies for things all the time now. And you're just letting them all slide. And, you know, at some point you got to put your foot down and say, like, I'm not doing this shit no more.
Yeah. Like, do the research for her when it comes for the therapist. Like, see if she has insurance, call the insurance up for her, you know, like, do the heavy work for her. And then that way she could just be there, you know, and sometimes it's easy for her. Because
people's insurance covers the therapy. My insurance covers my therapy.
And I have insurance, and I didn't know that until you told me that.
Yeah, and like sometimes they have different programs. Like, definitely if you have benefits, or maybe even if you don't have benefits, there's different websites like Headway. There's different places like Cerebral offers therapy, and also, like, you know, it's just, we need to normalize having the hard conversations and getting help, you know, whether that means talk therapy, whether you need medication, whether, you know, whatever it is, let a professional help you. Yeah. You know, don't take it upon yourself to, you can help your friend, but ultimately you can't fix her situation. She has to be able to realize that on her own. Long term, for it to stick with her and for her to make a change in her life, she has to see that for herself. And as much as you want to see that for your friend, she has to see it for herself.
Yeah.
And the best thing, like I said, you can do is to help build her self-esteem back up so she can feel like that bad bitch again. Yeah. Like,
build her steam back up. Take her out. Take her on dates.
Let her know you're there for her.
Have some girl time. Go get y'all's nails done. Go do your hair. Go to the movies together. Like, whatever it may be. Like, take her out of the house. Let her feel like, you know, like liberating and free and enjoying her life, making her feel like, damn, like I love this feeling, you know, like
you can be real with her and say, you know, you don't deserve this. This relationship,
but don't shoot her down.
But then, yeah, don't shoot her down. Don't call her stupid and don't. Oh, I could never, like, I don't know how many times, like, a family member, like, or a friend or somebody, like, you can end up losing like that relationship with the people that you really care about, because in the times that you really wanted them to be there for you
think what you're saying
made you feel worse.
Because what you're saying is right. In reality,
and
you're
ain't
knocking them down even more.
And ain't nobody better than nobody. Like, everybody always wants to post and talk about the best things that they have going on, but they don't want to talk about the real ugly things and the things that really made them like who they are. And, you know, it takes people to be open about stuff like this. And for me, you know, like, if you were going through something and you knew I have overcame that, you'd be like, dang, like, I want to talk to her about this and see, like, you know, how did she do it? If she can do it, I can do it. You know, you need those type of support people around you, not people that are just going to be around because they want to hear your business and talk shit about you later on. And, oh, I could never. And you're just the topic of the conversation every week. Yeah. I don't like people like that. Like, that's bullshit. You should never make people, everybody's going through something. You don't know what the fuck they're going through. So you should never make somebody feel worse. You know, you don't know. Dumb. The people that are really depressed and stuff, it doesn't always show off like they're crying and they're sad all the time, moping around. It be the people that are in your face, laughing, smiling, having a good time, life of the party, and they go back home, they off themselves, and you wonder why.
It's so crazy because that is so legit. Like, that's real. Like, before being where I'm at now, I had this person in my life, and well, before I knew them, I saw them on the internet, and I was like, oh my gosh, they live this perfect life. They have everything together. Once I actually started knowing them, it was not like that at all. If anything, their life was like not I mean, it wasn't great, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like, people make this persona to be like picture perfect, and in reality it's like really not. Like, you never really know what people are going through, you know. And
people need to know that, like,
and those people are the fucking like mean, like rude people, you know, like trying to put other people down. And that's when you know, like, that's not the type of friend you need to have in your life,
right? Like, people need to hear that you love them and you appreciate them and you're there for them while they're here. Because once they go do something to themselves, it's too late. You know, dang, that's deep.
Yeah.
But you don't know what people are going through, and you don't know who they feel that they can or cannot talk to. And you could be that last person that they talk to that changes everything and puts things into perspective for them. So maybe if you've been going about things like putting him down as a piece of shit and stuff, maybe try focusing just on your friend. Lifting her up, letting her know that you're there for her. Every time you talk to her, look, I'm here for you. Like,
and don't just talk to her on the phone. Like, tell her, like, bitch, come on, I'm outside, let's go.
Right.
Something, like, do something fun about it. Like, you know,
like, you really don't know
what
your friends are going through. Like, you know me, like, when I'm not talking or we haven't talked, you're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
You know, and then, like, you'll tell me, like
I can't go too long without talking to Sam. Like, if it's way too long, I just doesn't feel right. Like, something's not right.
And I'm like, I'm the kind of person that I keep a lot of things to myself. It takes a lot for me to open up. I'm always there for everybody else. And it's not like I feel like nobody's there for me. I just feel like once I start opening up and stuff, sometimes I'm like, dang, I overshared, or I said too much, or like,
that's never the case,
you know, Sam. You know what I mean? Like, you just, people, and it's because people have done me some kind of way that made me feel that way. So instead of, you know,
I'm the opposite. I get upset at her for not telling me her business.
Yeah. And like, you know, that's why therapy was so important for me, because, you know, everybody has a lot of shit going on in their lives, and you may not even know if the person that you're talking to can handle all the things that you're about to dump on them. I've been going through some real shit, and after I've kind of started to deal with it, when I come out and start talking about it, people are like, oh my God. Like, some of the things that I've shared with you, you're like, bitch, your life is like a movie right now. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, girl, I'm just, you know, right now I'm focused on my healing journey, and I can't say I'm not there for other people. Like, if you call me, I'm not going to not answer the phone. But at the same time, it's personal. Like, right now, like, I have to deal with me. I have to handle everything that I've got on my plate first, and then I can be that resource to you too. But I cannot be that good friend or mother or daughter or anything if I don't take care of me first. And, you know, you have to encourage your friend to take care of herself and do things that feed her soul, and really put her mental health first, because that's where it starts. You know, you don't realize you are in a depression. Like, you're not doing things that make you happy anymore. You're under a rock. You've isolated yourself. Like, it's a really ugly feeling. And a lot of people, sometimes, you know, I can't lie, I see why some people avoid the self-work, because once you start,
it's hard.
It's fucking hard.
It's hard, yeah.
It's deep.
It's hard. You're going to cry. You're going to have meltdowns.
But what's harder is being that person with the trauma and dealing with that every single day of your life, or fighting for yourself and trying to overcome it. I mean,
and
you
I promise
choose
you're going to overcome it. I promise you're going to overcome it. It's going to take a lot of hard work. I have fallen on my knees crying before because of the shit I was going through. And I thought I was never going to come out of it. But here I am, you know, and I want that for everybody.
Like, just like we said, the time is going to pass regardless. So why not make use of your time now and live your best life? And living your best life is not just, posting pictures on Instagram, being this aesthetically pleasing person on Instagram. Like, no, have value and morals, and think, like,
be true to yourself and who you are.
And don't be a piece of shit to other people, because you just don't know what people are going through. Be fucking nice.
Yeah. Period.
Hi, besties. I love your podcast. Listening to you makes me feel like I have friends. Since I'm a nurse, I never have time to make actual friends, which leads me to my problem that I hope you guys can help me with. I'm new to the area. I just moved from Vegas for a better paying job, and I was able to make a friend at work. Her name is, we're going to call her Giselle. And her name is Giselle, and she invited me out, and I met all her friends, but there's a specific friend that she has, which is actually her best friend of 13 years, that has been rubbing me the wrong way a little bit, making side comments to me like, we got a new stray, bitch, and giggle and laugh about it, and people don't seem to care about what she says. I didn't say anything back since I'm new to the group and just trying to make new friends, but what she said made me upset, or maybe it's not a big deal since no one seemed to care. I don't know. It's a big deal. Yeah, it is a big deal. But when Giselle left to the restroom, she came and sat next to me where Giselle was sitting and had nothing nice to say about Giselle at all. Telling me all her boy problems, how she comes from a toxic mom and dad, basically telling me all the talk negative about her life. And I'm not sure if I should tell Giselle about this or not because they're best friends and maybe that's how she is or it's not a big deal. I'm not sure. I'm new to this group of friends, so I don't even know what's right and wrong and what to do. That's why I'm writing to you guys and maybe you can give me some guidance.
First of all, I would have put her right in her place right then and there because the moment you allow that shit is going to keep reoccurring.
Right.
The moment you put her in her
address
place
that shit
right then and there because then next time y'all hang out again, she's going to say some slick shit again.
Because again, ain't nobody going to advocate for you but you. Mm-hmm. So you demand respect. Just because you're friends with Giselle doesn't mean that you have to be friends with everybody else in the group. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want to hang out with her at the end of the day, y'all, you're new here. She's your work friend. So sometimes like the work relationships can be like tricky because things get personal. Like we met at work, but we have like boundaries, like, and we don't go to the other coworkers and be telling business and like,
because we're kind of like, I feel like similar in a way. Like we're not that type of people where like we just gossip all around and like we're not problematic, you know, like we don't, whatever is said to us we keep it within ourselves or whatever, you know. We don't, I would go around spreading people's life problems.
And I would tell her like, look, me and you can hang out, but I'd prefer not to hang out with them. And because, you know, I don't know if you want me to know your business or not, but she came over here and said this and this and this, and I don't like the way that she treated me. Yeah, you got to care about yourself, though. And that's starting off all wrong. Mm-hmm. And you can tell that these are a bunch of fake bitches. Mm-hmm. And you already know, like, you came here to make your money. You're starting over fresh. Like, don't even involve yourself in that.
Yeah, you literally came from a whole other state. And you're already getting into some drama. Like, nah, cut that cord real quick.
Yeah.
Like, this is a fresh start for you.
Set some boundaries because...
Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself either.
Yeah,
like, if it's wrong, then it's wrong. If you feel wrong, then it's wrong.
I would have checked that shit right there. What do you mean a stray?
Bitch, the fuck? Girl, go outside. I'll show you a stray.
See, and like maybe work is not the best place for you to be making friends, and that's fine. Like as you like, oh my God. Maybe another way you can make friends is like
Bumble. There's a Bumble for friends. I was actually on it like a few months ago. Weird. I was getting my lashes done, and my friend, she moved from a other state too, and she's trying to make friends, and she was talking about Bumble, and I was curious because like I don't need new friends, but I'd be down to make new friends. Yeah. So I downloaded the app, and
but you're weird like that too. Like you don't like you are such a vibrant person, but you get shy.
I don't know.
And I'm like, I'm not the shy friend. Like, so, like, we go do events together or go places. Like, that's it just, like everything like flows.
She talks for me.
But like, maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you need to like get on Instagram, maybe find some events or things like
find
in the
things
area.
On hashtag. There's girl gang groups over here. We just had a speaker here the other day from Social Chica named Brianna, and she has like events for women. You can go to her events, you know, watched the previous episode from this one, and then we talk about her events, it's like all about women empowerment and girl gang and friends, and that's a start where you could, there's so many things, you
can meet other people that have other stuff in common. Like they don't got to be your friends by default just because they're at work, or they're so and so's friends. So definitely like get out.
An easy way to make friends, yes, but it's always not the best way to make friends.
Right. So you moved here. I'd like to know more about that. You just moved here like fresh. That's pretty bold. Like moving to a new place. Like
I want to move to a new place. I don't want to be here.
And like now, I don't know. Everything's like social media and like, like you just meet a lot of people like online.
Yeah, it's easy. Like we're in a different world now. Like
you just can't trust everybody, girl. And when you see red flags, don't ignore them. Her saying that, her talking shit about her friend and saying that she's got all these boy problems, she's fake.
And the friends for not saying anything to her, like they're all fake too.
But I would definitely let her know what kind of friend she has. Hey, I don't know if you wanted me to know this or not, but so-and-so came and offered up all this information about you. So I'd watch what I say going forward if you don't want people to know your business.
Yep. Go on Instagram, put hashtags like DFW events or
join a gym or something.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of girls, we're just shy, like, or that we look unapproachable, but in reality, like, we're nice as fuck,
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got really deep today.
We did.
Initially, we weren't going to...
Let us know if you had a good cry in the comments.
Yeah. Initially, we weren't going to, go so deep into like something like that. But I thought it was necessary just because I don't want the Mad Girls Club just to be, all funs and giggles, like I want to hit the heart spot sometimes because life isn't always about funs and giggles and things like that.
And if you have anything to add on to that, like definitely put it into the comments. Like you don't know who you can help you don't know who you can help by, you don't know what they're going through. So definitely if you have something to add, that would be good,
in the comments so that person can read it, Let us know too. If you're going through anything or anything like that, your friends are going through anything, let them know to hit up themadgirlsclub.com, send their anonymous dilemmas, and we will try our best to be the friends that you need in your life so you can overcome whatever it is you need to overcome.
Now, we are not professionals.
We are not.
You take our advice, you don't, whatever, but that's on you.
Yeah, but no, we try our best. Like, we both have gone through things ourselves, different things, sometimes similar, and we try our best to like give the best friendly advice that we can give to you guys. But at the end of the day, I think everyone should seek out a professional, a therapist, a counselor, whatever it may be, and really talk to them about them, because at the end of the day, we're just your besties, we're not professionals, and I think it is important for everybody to have a therapist.
Women invest in their appearance so much. Invest in your mind. Invest in yourself. And therapy and stuff like that is a really good way to really grow as a person. Especially like us now, like we're transitioning from like we're going into our 30s. Like,
hell yeah.
I don't know about you, but like ain't no grown woman manual, and we just figuring it out day by day. So, it helps to like have people in your life that are of substance and have morals and like just I value our friendship, so I'm thankful for you.
Thankful for you too. But anyways, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tias, uncles, neighbors, everybody about our podcast, and we will see you next time. Bye.